So, you whipped out your little Crayola, and the girl you like saw it, laughed, walked away, and then just never spoke to you again. Just kidding. You did something, whether you know what it is or not, and a girl that you were either talking to or like ghosted you, and you want to get her back, but she's blocked you on everything, and now you're here on this video. Luckily for you, this is undoubtedly the best video on how to get her back, if it is at all even still possible. Because I'm not here to be PC or avoid looking creepy, because honestly, who cares what strangers think of the internet? I do, sometimes, but fuck it. The point is, I value giving you guys accurate advice rather than thinking about what people might perceive the advice to be. Whether it be morally correct or not, you can decide your morals for yourself, but it is going to be just accurate advice. But before I give it to you, I would like to ask you to like, subscribe, share this video, and yeah, that's it. F off. Don't f off. I need you to watch this video. I need this AdSense revenue. I'm struggling right now. Please, please, please. So the first thing that we have to cover is the idea of cooling down and not being emotional. So when you first get ghosted, there's going to be this cold feeling all over your body, or it makes you feel hot. The point is, it's not going to be a good feeling, and it's going to make you do things that are rash and emotional, and just going to make the situation significantly worse. So the first thing you need to do is to make sure that you calm down. I think this goes without saying, but sometimes we still act off of emotion without really realizing it. So really make sure you do that. And if you've already done some emotional things, don't freak out. There's still a chance that you can get her back. She's a human. She understands you're human. She understands you fucked up and say and do stupid shit. She might forgive you. She might not. The main thing you need to acknowledge is that every emotional thing you do does reduce your chances of getting her back, if there was even a chance in the first place. Now, I know a lot of you want to just jump straight back into trying to communicate with the girl after she's ghosted you, but you can literally wait months. It doesn't make a difference, because a girl could get a new guy within like literal seconds. So trying to rush to make sure she doesn't get with another guy is pointless. If she wants to get with another guy, she's gonna do it. Don't let it get to you. The point is, you can wait 5 months if you want to. I've done it before, and sometimes more time is better, right? The point is, you need time to get yourself in the right mood. Now, what mood exactly should you be in? The mood you want to be in is something akin to a joking mood. Can you call her and make a joke and be playful on the phone? If you can't honestly do that without forcing it, then you're not ready to open up lines of communication with her. It is a terrible idea. Just wait. As long as it takes, wait 2 years if you have to. You're probably gonna forget about her by then, but you get my point. Just wait. Okay, so now we're gonna get into re-establishing lines of communications, and of course with that comes some boundaries that you shouldn't cross. So what are some good ways to re-establish lines of communication? Obviously alternative media, like if she blocked your number, maybe you still got her on Facebook or Instagram or even Gmail. You know, that's a pretty funny one. She might think it's desperate, or she might think it's really funny. And my personal favorite one is *69 is *67, which remove the caller ID. If *69 doesn't work, usually *67 does, but it removes the caller ID, and if it rings, that's a sign that she's probably open to communicating with past partners if they're toxic enough to try no caller ID. And if she calls and picks up and you talk and she's like, no, I'm not interested, okay, respect it, let it go. Or at least I wouldn't personally push beyond that. If you want to keep on pushing, you know this girl more than I do, that's up to you. But yeah, if she doubles down, you can always try again in another year or two. It's not a big deal. The boundaries you absolutely never cross are the physical one. Don't ever send a physical letter to her job or her home. That's creepy and can make her feel unsettled and unsafe. And do not show up in person without consent. That also will make her feel very unsafe and can lead to legal repercussions for you, and rightfully so. Now that you've reopened up lines of communication, it's important that we get into how to actually rebuild that connection that you two once had. And this could be difficult because you are now in an awkward position where you might feel compelled to apologize for whatever made her ghost you, but I'm gonna say don't even talk about whatever made her ghost you. Unless she brings it up, it really isn't relevant. And if she doesn't bring it up, just be disinterested, because really you're not interested in that, right? You don't want to reopen up that can of worms. To you, it's at this point, it's probably stupid. That's why you're trying to recommunicate with her. Or maybe you just want to smash. Whatever the point is, that is irrelevant to the goal here. Now, a lot of people, when they give advice on rebuilding this connection, they always say you have to make her feel something. While I agree with that advice, I feel like it's very generic and doesn't say anything. Sort of like the confidence is key advice. It doesn't really say a lot. How do you have confidence? And they always say just be confident, but It's much deeper than that. And in regards to making her feel something, it can be specified a lot more. And I'm going to do that right now by telling you the way you do this is to make her engage with the conversation. And the way you do that is through two things. It has to be engaging by one, either being intriguing or interesting to her in some form or fashion, and two, being easy to reply to and engage with. I want you to imagine whatever text you're sending, imagine you getting that same text, but from somebody you don't want to talk to. If it's something that you wouldn't reply to, then it's probably too hard to reply to. So make it interesting and easy to engage with. It's also important to maintain self-respect. If during the conversation you say something and the girl snaps at you, it's like, what did you say? To get you to back down from what you said, don't back down. Double down on whatever you said, and at the same time, just let her know, look, I'm not trying to upset you, but blah, 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 blah. Whatever it is that you're trying to say, just make sure that she knows that you have enough self-respect to maintain whatever it is that you say and believe, but you also have remorse. You're not trying to upset her. You're not trying to get on her nerves. That's not your goal. You can be mature enough to do both. You can say, look, I still believe in this, even if this pisses you off, but just know my goal was not to piss you off, and then just let it be. But at the end of the day, throughout this whole process, the main thing you have to do is to maintain your self-respect. You don't need a professional to tell you that, but maybe you just need a reminder. Maintain your self-respect. If she's not receptive, the least you can do is walk away with your head held high. And as long as she has some level of respect for you, there's always hope for the future. And as I always say, practice does make perfect, so don't get upset if things don't work out with her the first time around. There's always later. And until next time, peace.